All right, everyone. The Anthrax journey continues as we get to the eighth studio album in the discography, which is Volume 8, The Threat is Real, released in the summer of '98. All right, let's get started. We kick off with the song "Crush" as the opening track, and whoa, uh, I love this opener. This is a badass opener. This is the type of Anthrax opener that you want to have. You know, it akens back to the old school Anthrax, and also it akens back to old school Anthrax. We get that powerful, gut wrenching opener, and Crush does that perfectly. The opening riff, and then the preceding song, and then the song as it continues to go with the rest of its music and lyrics. Awesome stuff. Crush, solid opener. Like it a lot. Then we get the track two, Catharsis. This song is meh. It's very bleh. It just sounds like just a generic hard rock. Actually, it sounds like really like a hard rock song. It doesn't really have a lot of metal to it. That doesn't make it good. It doesn't make it bad. It just makes it there because there's nothing really going on in this song, Catharsis, track two. So skip it. But track three is actually pretty good. It features Dimebag Darrell, Inside Out, and the song is actually pretty good. I like it. It's heavy. No, it's got some good riffs going on there. Got some good lyrics also, and Dimebag Darrell is never horrible. And of course, and I've always would have liked to have seen Dimebag Darrell do more with Anthrax. Unfortunately, before his untimely death back in the 2000s. But that's here, neither there. But Inside Out, it's good shit. Then we get to track four, Piss and Vinegar, and this song is kind of like track two. It's meh, nothing special. You know, you can skip it and you won't even miss it. Then you get to track five, which is called 604, which is just 35 seconds of jam session, and it's fun. I like it. No, it's 35 seconds of just a band just doing a classic jam session, and it's always fun. Always fun to hear something like that. So no problems with that. Then we got to track six called Toast to the Extras, and this song is fucking weird. This sounds like an alternative country song. And then like midway, then like at the end, it picks up into almost a hard rock metal thing. So, Toast to the Extras is weird, but at the same time, I like it because it's classic Anthrax doing with their classic humor when they with pretty much classic Anthrax with classic humor, and their classic humor that they're known for with their shit, where they just do whatever the hell they want. So uh, I say give track six a toast to the extras a listen because it's weird, but it's also pretty cool. Track seven is Born Again Idiot, which also features Dimebag Darrell. I think I like this one slightly better than Inside Out. Born Again Idiot. I think this one's a tad better than Inside Out. I think it's a little more heavier. I think the riffs are a little more aggressive in this one, and I also think the lyricism in this one's also a tad better. So Born Again Idiot, pretty cool. Then we get to track eight, Killing Box, which features Phil Anselmo from Pantera on backing, and Killing Box is also pretty damn good, solid track, and Phil doing the backing vocals is great. And I've always loved the whole meshing of Pantera and Anthrax. Like I said, I really wish they would have done more with it. They would have had a chance to even do more, especially after Pantera did the eventual split. But from the stuff we did get, I tend to enjoy it, and Killing Box is no different. And we get to track nine, Harm's Way, and Harm's Way is it's along the lines of an alternative rock grunge type song. Uh, doesn't make it bad whatsoever. I actually think Harm's Way is pretty good after giving it a hear. I like it. I think it's very cool. It's got a very mellow sound to it. I overall enjoy it, and I like the fact that Anthrax is taking these experiments, is doing some experiments with the music because they're actually broadening their horizons. But at the same time, they're not really, abandoning what made them them. So, but Harm's Way may be a radical departure, but they Anthrax put their little spin on it, and that makes it pretty. And I Give them all the credit for doing that because they actually made a pretty damn decent track. So Harm's Way, pretty good. We get the song Hogtied, and the song's okay. Didn't really do much for me. You could skip it, and it wouldn't make a difference. Then we get to the track 11, uh, which is Big Fat. And this song is pretty good, actually. I was digging it. It wasn't that bad at all. It starts off almost with like a swing intro, and then it kicks into that more traditional heavy metalness. But it keeps going. But then it'll like do like subtle shifts between that swing to the metal, which I thought was pretty interesting. So yeah, Big Fat. It's a pretty interesting song. I was digging it. Then we get to track 12, Cupajoe, and this is another classic Anthrax humor type thing where it's just them acting like goofballs. So I can't hate on something like that. I tend to love when a band just makes fun of themselves and just has fun. So Cupajoe is no different. It's 46 seconds of just pure hilariosity to me at least. So yeah, no nothing bad on that. But we get to track 13, Alpha Male, more like Alpha Skip. This song is pretty boring. I didn't like it. Then we get to track 14, Stealing a Thief. I'm sorry, the song's called Stealing from a Thief, and not bad. No, not a bad closing track. I really like it a lot. I thought it was pretty cool for what it was, and I think with a few more hearings, I think I could actually like it even more. But from what I heard, not bad. It's got a cool intro, it's cool in the middle, and it's got a really solid ending. So, Stealing from a Thief, not bad. And but wait, there's more. Stealing from a Thief is the official closure of the album. Depending on which editions you buy, there's actually bonus tracks. And one of the bonus tracks that's after Stealing from a Thief is a song called Pieces, which was written by the bassist Frank Bello, whose brother was tragically killed in front of his girlfriend's house. And of course, Frank Bello wrote the song as tribute to his brother, and it's actually a really touching, very mellow, very touching song. And it's actually a very sad song. But at the same time, it's a song that people can resonate with to see if you lost a family member or not. This song is actually, very powerful in that sort of respect, where it doesn't talk about it. It pretty much talks about in the long run, you will see that person again. But at the same time, you also want to know that the place they're in now, you're waiting for them. That it's going to be okay in the end. So Pieces, to me, very, 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 very touching song, and actually, on its own, actually really, really solid song. So nothing bad to say about that. But then we get to the final track, which is called Giving the Horns, and this is actually a pretty cool song too. It's a classic, heavy metal song, and starts off great. Maybe gets a little clunky in the middle, but then at the end picks up and it ends on a high note. So Giving the Horns is okay. Well, whoa. Well, so that is my overall thoughts on Volume 8, The Threat is Real. And in my view, this is a big improvement over Stomp 442. I did not care for Stomp 442, but I think Volume 8 is much better than that, which is why I'm going to give Volume 8 a solid 7 out of 10. I like a lot more songs on this album than I did on the previous album, and I think this album kind of brings it back a little bit to that old school Anthrax sound, and I think also goes back more towards that sound of white noise thing that they were trying to do, where they were trying to be a little more serious going on with that. So yeah, Volume 8, 7 out of 10. I enjoyed it immensely. The songs I liked, I liked. The songs I didn't like, well, I didn't really like them. That's why the songs I don't like. But anyway, I am AJ Legend. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time.